Hey everyone, it's Ed Graney and Vinny Bonsignor from the Review Journal here at Bank of America Stadium. An empty one now, empty all day. The Raiders come east and get a 34-30 win to open the season. Vinny, all last year and off-season we heard about you have to finish in the red zone with touchdowns. You must do that. They didn't do a good enough job last year, but this year, game-winning drive, Derek Carr takes him 75 yards. How big is that to start this season to win that way?
Well, I think, especially coming back, they gave up the lead. They're up by 12. They gave up the lead. A lot of things were going wrong. Injuries were piling up. They're down to their third string right tackle, who hadn't even taken a snap at right tackle during training camp, hasn't played there since 2018. But they had to have it, and they found it. And this time last year, I'm sorry, but I don't think they win this game on the road that way, having to come back. So the fact that they were able to find something, get it. Derek Carr played really well throughout the game, but was particularly good on that drive, getting the Raiders in and out of plays at the line of scrimmage. And for them to cash in, like you said, red zone offense was an issue last year. They were able to take care of business in that regard today. It wasn't always perfect. They had to settle for field goals a couple of times, but when they absolutely had to have it, they got it.
Inside the 20, they were 3 or 4 with touchdowns. When they didn't get it, Daniel Carlson hit from 20. So they got points every time they went into the red zone. Josh Jacobs with 3 touchdowns. He was big in the running game. Now let's go to defense. They were not good for most of the day defensively. They could never really get a push against Teddy Bridgewater. But like with the offense going down and winning the game, when it mattered most, from their own 46, the Panthers are driving. The Raiders 46 is 4th and 1. They stuff the Panthers, take over the ball, game over. How big was that?
That's huge moving forward. And you know, I thought the defense, believe it or not, actually played fairly well. They just weren't getting a lot of push up front. You mentioned that. Some of what the Panthers were doing, and again, we got to keep in mind, there was no film on the Panthers. There was no preseason. It's a new offensive coordinator, new head coach, new quarterback, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They were also changing up their cadences. And to explain that, when you're practicing against your own team for months, a couple of month and a half, you get used to the cadence. You can guess, you can get off the line of scrimmage much easier because you know the cadence. You go into a season opener without any kind of film, nothing to go on, that cadence becomes a huge issue. And Teddy Bridgewater, being a cagey, wise quarterback that he is, was keeping the Raiders off balance with that cadence. I think they started getting an understanding of it as the game went on. They started playing better as the game went on. That still doesn't condone the 75-yard touchdown pass that they gave up, which on a blown coverage. But you know, those things are going to happen. The good news is they were able to rise, figure it out, and when they had to have it, they got the stuff on the 4th and 1 to give the Raiders the ball back and basically run out the clock for the win.
Absolutely. 34-30 here at Bank of America Stadium. Now, next up, Monday Night Football, a week from tomorrow night. Drew Brees and the Saints come to what will be an empty Allegiant Stadium, but the Raiders will welcome in the Saints and try to go 2-0. For Vinny Bonsignor, I'm Ed Graney. Follow us on VegasNation.com. Vegas Nation on Twitter will give you all our coverage. ReviewJournal.com heading to tomorrow with all the recaps. Thanks very much.